All right, let's do this.
All right, guys. All right, YouTube. I have the pleasure to be here in the Gradient Academy in Montreal, hosted by our friend Tad, which I couldn't wait to see again. Last time we saw each other was in Santiago.
Exactly, it was in Chile.
Was in Chile. So it's great to be back. Just want to start first. Well, I think you already know, I told you many times that the place is fantastic. You are the most stylish guy I know in the industry.
I appreciate
Whatever you touch, you do, it leaves me like seriously speechless. I don't know, sometimes I'm like, how did he think that?
Don't make me blush.
No, but it's the truth, and you've always been a big inspiration for me.
I appreciate
From the ebook, the tools line, like to what I do, like I look up to you and you know it since forever, and keep telling you. So it's good to break that and make it clear from the beginning.
Thank you so much.
And obviously I'm here and I want to ask a lot of stuff.
Of course.
Yeah? I just wanted to have a chit chat with you.
Let's have a chit chat.
Yeah?
You want me to sit on your lap?
We ordered some food that ordered some
Sri Lankan food, because I'm Sri Lankan, I speak Tamil, and you want to try something authentic, spicy,
spicy.
so we ordered.
So we want to test the Italian resistance to spicy.
Yes.
I think I've been living outside Italy long enough to be trained on spicy food, but I don't know. I never tried Sri Lanka level spice. But anyway, let's find out. But before that, so Thad, I want to know, first and foremost, I want people that watch this to know that, how old are you?
I'm 42.
You're 42. Okay. So we don't know, nobody knows and understand the secret of the face. You look like my age. Sometimes I feel.
You know what I do? The secret is I hang out with younger people like yourself.
You keep saying that, but we don't believe you.
That's exactly.
Yeah. You must do something weird that you don't want to say, but.
I know we spoke about this. No,
anyway.
I just keep youthful, man. You know, like I think it's always been a part of who I was, growing up, and it was, just who I am,
So what's your journey? Why hair?
So why hair? Well, I actually started in high school cutting my own hair. And then, in the bathroom, started cutting my own hair. Then I started cutting my high school basketball teammates. I used to play basketball. And so I was cutting them.
Were you any good?
Of course I was good.
I wasn't. I used to play basketball as well.
I played for my university as well.
Oh, wow,
So,
okay.
I did try and train a lot, That was my first passion, I would say.
You should have told me. We should have organized like a one-to-one.
We actually have a basketball court right outside.
No way.
And
Do you have a
it'd be
ball?
great. We can get a ball. Let's try.
Look, if the Sri Lankan food doesn't kill me, maybe we can try.
Maybe.
I haven't played in years, but why not?
We could just have a shoot around.
Yeah. I'm gonna fuck it up.
So that's how I started. And then I used to cut my high school, teammates, and then started working in a shop. And so I worked in a Jamaican barber shop. So that's where I learned how to do like a lot of like fades, afro texture, wave haircuts, outlines, whatnot, designs as well. And then I stopped because I went to university. So I went to university for kinesiology, which is the study of anatomy, and played basketball. But I switched, my what I wanted to learn. I went from kinesiology to business. I was trying to figure it out, and it took me a long time to really figure it. And that's when I understood that, even though I finished university, it wasn't really meant for me. I've always been an artist. I always drew as a little kid, painted. It was just part of who I was. But I just, went to university to, make my parents happy.
Okay, I get it. So your parents really wanted to see you in uni.
And I think I did as well, just I wanted to, make them proud as well. So I did eventually finish university. I then went to fashion school. I did pilot school as well.
pilot school.
Yeah, I went to pilot school as well. I thought I wanted to be a pilot. Really wasn't for me, you know. And then I came back to hair. So after, you know, finishing university, trying out all these different things, I moved to Montreal. At the time, we had this, you know, barbershop called Notorious, where famous.
Oh, yes.
Right?
I didn't know they were from Montreal.
No, he's from Winnipeg, right?
Oh.
And then Pope the barber, who, you know, she just passed away 2 years ago.
Didn't know.
She's from LA. And so we had these like very cool barbers working here, and I wanted to be part of that. And so I moved here, started working there. And so that's how the journey began, you know, and then one thing led to another.
Crazy. You see, I didn't know like all these details because I think nobody understands how mysterious you are.
Right.
I think it's nice to take all these things out because
Right.
you're full of knowledge and experience, and it's nice to understand it. Even for me, I'm
Yeah.
curious to know,
Right,
like,
right.
directly.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to understand what's your journey and how did you get there. So how did you think about getting into the educational part? When did you feel like, okay, I want to teach and I don't
Yeah.
want to serve clientele
Yeah.
in the shop?
So when I was working at the barbershop, Famous, you know, who is a very good friend of mine, he was teaching and he was traveling, and I was like, man, this is very cool. And I really wanted to get into it. You know, at that time, I was new to Instagram. I remember my first class was in Barcelona.
Oh, wow.
I went to Barcelona and I taught, you know.
With him?
No, on my own.
Okay.
I did like a small mini tour. I went to Barcelona. I went to Ibiza to party as well. I went to Czech Republic.
Oh, okay.
So those two parts I taught. I taught in Barcelona and I taught in Prague. Amazing experience. I love to travel, and that's when I realized I'm like, this is very cool and I love to do this. And that
Were
was
you
the starting
under
point.
any brand
No,
back then?
this is like, you
Just
know,
Thaddeus.
Just Thaddeus on my own. Then came back here, started teaching more, or getting recognized for my teaching, and then I got picked up by L'Oreal. So L'Oreal Canada, you know, invited me to come out and teach.
How?
So it was
Because
through,
I think that's something we want to get into.
yeah,
It's like you are always in touch with big brands,
right,
right? It's,
Yeah.
we know.
yeah,
But how, because I don't think it's just luck, right? You know something, how to sell yourself.
right.
So,
I think it really just comes down to like building relationships with people and just being genuine about it, right? I have a great relationship with you, and I don't know you so well, but I feel like we get along so well. And I think that's just the power of our energy, right?
agreed, completely agreed.
And that's what it is. And you know, one of my friends was teaching for L'Oreal. I taught a class in Toronto with Julius Caesar.
Oh, I used to be like big fan of him.
Yeah.
Now I
and-
haven't seen, I need to check him out.
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine, and so we taught together in Toronto, and from there we built relationships. And one of the friends there, Adrian, he was teaching for L'Oreal, and so he connected me, and that was it. And then I started teaching for L'Oreal. I'm the men's ambassador for L'Oreal Canada, and so you know I set the trends for the year, and basically then the other educators go out and teach, you know, what I set as the trends for the year. So we just did our portfolio training two weeks ago, and I was on stage in front of 500 people just teaching hairstylists and barbers. So yeah, that's how the L'Oreal thing started.
Crazy. Okay, fantastic. So L'Oreal is a collaboration that goes on for how many years now?
I've been part of the L'Oreal brand for about 7 years, I would say.
It's a long-term
time.
relationship.
Yeah. They treat me very well, you know, and I love working with them as well. They're, you know, obviously one of the oldest brands, but one of the most powerful brands. They buy over all the companies.
Fair.
Right?
Fair. Yeah, absolutely.
And it's great. The products are great, you know, and so yeah, we have a great relationship.
That's fantastic. So, all right, let's step back. That's my personal question. What were you teaching back then
Yeah.
compared to what are you teaching now?
Completely different.
Yeah, because I didn't know all of this.
Yeah.
Because you like your mystery, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, what was he teaching? Like, because now I know that you have a Vidal Sassoon background.
Yeah.
We spoke about this before.
Yeah.
You trained as well with them. You're full of knowledge in general. And I can see from what you communicate through social media that that's the way through your ebook.
Yeah.
Which I was, I think, your actually book. I was one of the first people to buy that, I
Oh,
believe.
Yeah? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I actually
Cool.
tagged you as well. What the hell? You don't remember? I wasn't a big influencer.
Okay. At that time?
No. No. Really like the ebook. Like I was doing content already.
Okay.
But not as on the level and the scale we are doing it now. But yeah, I loved it. So all of this is clear what you're trying to communicate and what you're trying to do. But before that, since I didn't even know what you were doing, what were you teaching?
Fading.
Fading, yeah? Loads of fading.
So even for L'Oreal, I was teaching like barbering and fading classes. And so that's a very good question, by the way. And so within the 8 years I was teaching for L'Oreal, I was going to some of their training and they were cutting hair with scissors and sectioning hair. And like I was doing this, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I don't know any of this stuff. And so it really bothered me because what happened was at that time I was watching everybody else around the world. And at that time, people that I was looking up to were like Alan Beak, Reese Beak, the Beak brothers.
I used to go crazy for them when I started.
Yeah.
Oh man, they're still amazing. I love Alan.
Oh yeah.
Reese, I've never met him.
Oh yeah, Reese. Me and Reese are very close.
Okay.
He actually messaged me 2 days ago. He said he wants to come see me.
It's cool.
He's a very mysterious person as well.
Yes.
Yes. But
there used to be Mozambique.
Yes.
Do you remember with the moon?
Yeah.
Do they still have the moon on?
No, but he still goes by Mozambique.
Mozambique. Okay.
And so I was learning how to, do these sectioning and cutting with scissors. And at the time in Toronto, I didn't feel like I had the right person to teach me that. Actually, long story short, I had someone that didn't really want to teach me that.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So I took an ABC course in Toronto, Vidal Sassoon ABC course.
In Toronto?
In Toronto, because they have the shorter programs in Toronto.
Okay.
My teacher was like, listen, if you want to learn from the best, you got to go to the best school in the world. You got to go to Vidal Sassoon in London. That's what I did. I went to Vidal Sassoon in London.
You've done 6 months course.
It's a 6-month course. That was by far my favorite experience. I went to school 6 years ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I lived in East London. Took the train to Central London every day.
What a laugh. Wait, 6 years ago it was 2019.
Yes.
We both were in London.
Oh yeah?
Yes, I opened my barbershop in 2019.
Interesting.
You were taking the course, I was in the barbershop cutting hair.
That's crazy.
But I didn't know you.
Yeah.
All right.
We definitely didn't know each other. Those train rides were amazing. That's when I got to dream a lot, I think that's when I started to really think about what I wanted to achieve, what I really wanted. But the course itself, I'm a very proud Sassoon graduate, I would say. The teachers there were amazing. What they taught me was great. I had some of the best. And some of these teachers you'll never probably see on Instagram, right? They don't really care about that stuff. And they're scissor wizards. And they taught me a lot and they gave me a lot of confidence.
I mean, it definitely comes out and comes across through your work, all that confidence and all that hard work that you've done. And so how was the 6 months? How did they structure the 6 months for you, roughly?
It was, a lot of, they're very strict with their training. We had 6 students in one class, but there's about like 10 classes happening at the same time. A lot of foreign students. We had people from Japan, Russia, from everywhere, right? And we went from like learning how to blow dry, and we don't, you're not allowed to use a round brush, so it has to be a vest brush or a vent brush. And they say that because they don't want a round brush could hide the imperfections of a blow dry. So they don't allow that, right? So like, I remember blow drying, and like it would take me 2-3 hours to do a blow dry because I was like, man, like this is completely new to me. But because I was older, I really saw the true value in it. So when we did graduation, layering, the line technique, like I was just so amazed by everything. Like my favorite haircut right now by far is still the graduated bob.
Okay, fair.
Right? But it was such a great experience. I loved every day. I would go to school on the weekends, and my teachers would be like, because they would have these private classes or whatnot. They're like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, I'm just here to watch. And, you know, I was one student of my class at the end when I graduated, and they invited me back to their master's program to help. They do a master's program where they invite other hairdressers who are very successful. And so I got the chance to assist Mark Hayes, and you know, he's a creative director that studied under Vidal Sassoon himself. And I just helped him, assisted him and whatnot. And so that was another experience after I graduated. I actually flew to Toronto and flew back because they invited me. I was like, I'm not missing this opportunity. And yeah, that was my Vidal Sassoon experience.
That's great. So after the Vidal Sassoon experience, you came back.
One sec, let me just see if this food is here. Food's coming.
Oh, all right. We're actually quite hungry. James, what time is it?
It is 9:41.
So it's 9:41. Thank you, James. And we are waiting our Sri Lankan food, which is supposed to be extremely spicy. So yeah, we cannot wait to eat.
Yes, very excited.
Is he close by?
He's here. I think he's just gonna bring up the food right now.
Okay.
So this is it right here.
So you have to explain.
I'm gonna explain
this
everything.
Food, yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna explain everything. So I have like a small appetizer first.
Ooh.
You know.
We like some appetizers. By the way, if you don't know me well, like enough, I eat a lot. I like food. I eat anything as much as I can until I feel like full.
Okay, so
I'm a good guest to invite at your house.
All right, so this thing right here is called appam, and it's made with like
chili.
No, it's actually the opposite. It's like a little bit of like, it's like a savory. It has a little bit of like sugar inside the middle. It's made with milk as well.
Okay.
And I wanted you to try this. I wanted you and James to try this actually.
Okay.
As like, you know, our...
As a dessert or
no,
appetizer?
as an appetizer.
All right.
So, why don't you just try that right now?
All right. Just pick it up like that?
Pick it up.
There you go. I'm gonna leave some...
Wait, is that it? Let me see, one sec. I gotta see.
You order more.
You know what?
Well, I'm just gonna try now because it's in my hands.
I don't think this is it. I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it.
What do you mean?
I don't think this is it. I think they, okay, so.
No, I'm still enjoying.
Yeah, it's funny. This is not it. But how is it?
Looks good.
It's complete the opposite. So I ordered from like a South Indian restaurant. So this is what we call, it's almost like a dosa. It's like a roti, and you could actually eat this with like the meat.
Okay.
Right? So it's more like grab and eat.
Understood.
You know?
So, do you want me to use it to eat the meat?
No, we're gonna save the rice for that.
Okay. This is Indian, South Indian or Sri Lankan Food Academy as well. I'm the student, and today I'm gonna learn. Anyway, very tasty.
But this is not what I thought it was.
Still good. I didn't have any expectation, so.
Okay.
I like it.
So, you want to try the actual main course?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Let's try the main course.
Okay. Just gonna put things here. Food has arrived. Now we can really chill.
Okay, here we are.
All right. So this is supposed to be very spicy.
I think so. So I ordered from, like, this is my first time ordering from here. It's a chicken curry with rice. You tell me. There's 2 different types.
I don't feel it spicy at all.
Good.
No. Nice.
How is it?
Very good. I like this yogurt sauce as well.
Yeah.
So, can you actually cook this?
I can make the chicken curry. My attempt, yeah. So there's 2 different types. So is it getting spicy for you now or what?
I can feel the spicy, but
Okay.
I'm not like, ah.
Okay.
Do you feel like extremely spicy? Maybe I haven't touched the right area yet.
We'll see.
We'll see. What's your drive? You've done so many things in your life, and
Are you saying because I'm old?
no, that you brought that on yourself, eh?
Yeah.
But you did a lot of things different.
Yeah.
So you've been chasing something. It's clear, for me at least. Maybe because I did the same. But what's your drive?
I mean, I think ever since I was young, I've always wanted to have my own business and do just the things that I really enjoy to do. I did feel like when I was young, a lot of things were impossible just because, coming from, I was born in Sri Lanka, so I'm an immigrant myself, and you think that growing up, everything seems so far away from you. It just seems that it's impossible. My first love was basketball. Michael Jordan was my hero,
Fair enough.
And I think the work ethic really comes from watching him and Kobe Bryant and just basketball or just athletes. So it was something that I've always I wanted to be someone, I wanted to achieve and achieve at the highest level. And so my purpose now is gradient, and I'm so happy that I've figured it out. And even though I figured it out at a very late age, if you want to say, because I only went to school when I was 35 years old, And so, when I was there, I figured out, okay, I'm going to actually start this brand now. So the brand's now 4 years old, and the fact that I could, build this business and have an academy where we teach students fly in from all over the world. We literally had our last course, people come from Europe, from the USA. Most of our students come from the USA. So my true passion is obviously to give back, and that's what really drives me.
That's fantastic. The story and the food, by the way. I was really enjoying while you were talking. You came here at what age?
2 years old.
2 years old. Okay. Did you ever felt like bad? Did you ever been like, I wouldn't say bullied, but
Yeah,
mistreated?
of course, bullied. Yeah, of course. 100%. Growing up, like I went to a school, elementary school, that was mostly all just a different background, if you want to say. Living in Toronto, so yeah, I think I was bullied and mistreated. Coming from immigrants, obviously, like it just, our food is very strong, so like you have that as well when you're, that follows you. Just the culture is completely different. So like just adapting to, I guess the Canadian way or just a different society was very challenging. Yeah.
Do you think English is your first language?
English is I would say Tamil is my first language because that's what I was born into. My parents speak Tamil. which is one of the oldest languages in the world. And you know, I speak with my family, with my parents, and so you know we learned English, you know, when we went to school, but at home we speak Tamil.
What's your relationship with your family right now?
It's great. I have 3 siblings that I'm very close to. We have a family group chat. You know, everyone's in Toronto. I'm the only one that's in Montreal. So the only way we stay connected is through our group chats. But I do speak to my siblings often. You know, I spoke to my brother today. I speak to my sisters, whatnot, my parents. You know, my dad's actually visiting Sri Lanka right now.
Okay. Having a good time, I guess.
He's having a great time. So yeah, you know, he calls me and checks up on me. Yeah.
Do you have any nephew, nieces?
I got 5.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I'm the best uncle. I mean, I think
you
I'm
are the cool uncle.
the cool uncle, you know? Yeah, I love being an uncle, actually. So, you know, whether you know, I take my nephew to basketball games, you know, just buy things. You know, I think being an uncle is great.
I feel you because I have as well a nephew.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, 9 years old. My sister's son. I have a sister.
Okay.
And I like being an uncle. I mean, you get like all the perks without the downside, right?
Yeah.
You just go out and have fun with them, and you know, you don't have to change their their nappies.
Yeah.
Right. So
you don't deal with all the bad stuff. Just the
correct. And no, he loves me very much. It was weird because I'll tell you the story. In the meantime, you can enjoy this wonderful food.
Yeah.
He was born, so I prayed my sister to make me uncle.
Okay.
And he was born the same year I decided to move to London.
Wow.
So he actually never experienced having me there fully.
Why did you move to London?
I moved to London because of this job offer as a barber. I really wanted to be a barber, like, but not this Italian old shop, scissors over comb only, from the 80s kind of style. I wanted to be those barbers that you see on Instagram. You mentioned famous, like him.
Yeah.
Or there was, I think the biggest inspiration was the Bloody Butcher, the Bertus from Shkoram. He was the guy I was like, I want to be like him. So in Europe it was like massive. I don't know if here as well, I guess so. But in Europe it was incredible. So when I found this opportunity, I left. But even if I left Italy, I kept going back often. Just the first year, because I was really in struggle, I couldn't go back often, and COVID, it was difficult to travel. But the rest of the time, I used to make sure to go back home once a month at least. If it's not once a month, every 2, but no more than 2 months. Just in COVID, it happened, I was staying away for 6, but it was crazy moments, you know, crazy actually, thinking about COVID now. Yeah, it was crazy. In Italy, you couldn't even go from the airport to your house. The police will stop you, be like, what are you doing outside? So yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, weird times.
And you're close with do you see your nephew often now?
Yeah, every month, 2 months, I'll see him. We go on holidays together in summer. I speak to my sister and my brother-in-law often. Actually, you know, my product line.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister does the accounting part.
Really?
My brother-in-law does the shipping.
Wow.
Yeah, because he's stocking in Milano. And my dream is to be able one day to make enough money to employ them full-time with that company and like build up a family business as a proper Italian family. And
I think you will, because remember what you were saying earlier.
I will.
When you say something, you're gonna do it.
Oh yeah, I will. I know I will. It's just it takes time.
Yeah.
I somehow underestimated.
Right.
What does it mean? First, opening a company in Italy, because Italy is crazy.
Right.
The bureaucracy behind things, bro. Oh my God. And second thing, I think I underestimated the actual liquid world of like the selling a product, it's really complicated.
Okay.
Not much making the sale, right? Because I have a name, people know me, I do my own styling, so that's all right. Actually shipping, make it worth it, right? Have a little thing that goes from your place to that guy place. That's difficult. That's complicated.
Right.
So it was challenging, but yeah, I'm gonna
Great.
get there.
How many years have you had the product line now?
January.
Okay.
So it's
Wow.
new.
Wow.
It's new. Yeah.
And you're already now selling in Canada, so.
Yes, we got the distribution here in Canada, so it's nice.
Yeah.
Tools, I'm still holding on the distribution myself.
Okay.
Because first, I don't know if it's profitable.
Yeah.
For distributors.
Yeah.
And secondly, I don't know, I really like look into details
Okay.
with the tools.
Gotcha.
Especially the scissors. Obviously, it's more expensive.
Yeah.
So, you know, you
Makes
really
sense.
have to look after in details. So yeah, it is kind of cool. I'm happy. Very
Would you ever
happy.
come up with your own clippers?
Ooh, that's a spicy question for some spicy food. Yes, I would love to. I would love to. At the same time, I don't know if it would be worth it.
Okay.
Because there's big companies. Even a collab could be potentially good,
Yeah.
but only if done in the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dream is to have, if I have to think about my brand, Amighetti, it's my dream is to have a brand that people really trust because they know that I do things with my art. It's not just any brand
Right.
that I'm trying to make as much money as possible. I actually really look after the details and I'm transparent and I'm not like sale driven,
Yeah.
pushy and
Yeah.
I'm trying to do my best and I'm trying to offer you my best and people know that. I want to do that with the education, I want to do that with the tools, grooming, and God knows how many things in the future.
Cool.
But what about Gradient? Because Gradient is sick brand. Anything you touch turns gold.
You're making me blush.
Again, are you sure it's not too spicy for you? No, but seriously, it's really cool. You, as I said to you earlier, you inspired me a lot. So where do you want to see Gradient? Well, what's your project? Give us some info, insights.
So we have, so there's 3 segments to the business, right? There's the academy, right? And where we sell 3-day, 5-day, and 10-day courses. 3-day courses in the US, 5 and 10-day here in Canada. And then we have our e-books. We have our physical books and e-books. We've sold that book to like 80 countries worldwide.
Crazy.
Which is, you know.
Well deserved.
Thank you. It's been an amazing journey with the book. And we now sell the ebook because the physical books have been sold out. And then we have cutting essentials. We have like our capes, our brushes, our combs and whatnot, and our shirts that are right behind you as well.
Which I'm gonna pick up before I go.
Yeah.
Hopefully I get the right size.
You got the one of the original ones
I
from
still
Salon
have it.
International as well.
Yes.
But I would want to take Gradient. Obviously, it's the ethos is going to be a hair brand, but I also want to make it into a lifestyle. And I think that we have an opportunity to make it into an international lifestyle brand as well.
Of course, and it's a clear path for me. It's obvious that it's gonna go that way. You have the right style, charisma, and ideas to get it this way, right?
Yeah.
And here comes the question: how did you get into fashion shows?
Yeah. So, question that a lot of people ask.
I mean, it's you're so secretive, brother.
I mean, there's actually no secrets about it, you know? And why I say that is the power of building relationships is very important. And I think a lot of people always feel like there has to be something in return. When you're building a relationship, it's, oh, you know, like, what am I gonna get in return? And me going to Paris, I've been going to Paris like 7 years, 8 years. And it just started off with one person who invited me to come teach a class, Sammy, who then, you know, I built a really good relationship with, and I just started going back. And I just started going back because I love Paris. It's obviously the fashion capital. And slowly I just started.
It's okay, you can keep going. I'm from Milano, so you know.
I'm sorry.
They say Milano, but it's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
You're
No,
right.
no, just opinions.
You're completely right. You're completely right.
You do believe that?
I think there's obviously three, right? There's four, I guess. There's London, Paris, Milano, and New York, right?
Paris is fantastic.
Japan could be one. Yeah. So Paris, I've just been going there, and I started just building relationships with people, with other barbers, and that was it. One year I was going to Paris in the summertime. My friend, who's one of the barbers, it's like, hey Thad, you're coming down. You know, I was messaging him a couple of times before. I was like, hey, I know you're doing shows, and he was doing shows for like Dolce & Gabbana and whatnot. So I was like, listen, I'm coming down. I would love, to be a part of that somehow. And he just gave me an opportunity one time, and I started with Ami Paris, which is a big brand, which I love. And the next year I went, my friend saw that I was coming back to Ami Paris, and he was like, hey, listen, would you like to be a part of the Louis Vuitton team? And I said, of course. The thing is, I already booked my flight ahead of time because I didn't know Louis Vuitton was going to happen. And Louis Vuitton was the day before I was flying out.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, I'm not going to, miss out on this opportunity. So I changed my flight. I had to pay like another $1,100 to change my flight, which hurt. And when I got there pretty late. The flight was delayed. And I remember I, paid extra money to the Uber. I'm like, you better get me here as fast as possible. And that was it. I went there, again, the power of building relationships, just making sure that you're kind to people, you're good to people, and you do a good job, There's a lot of people that would do hair behind, backstage and just sit down and wait until, their time is up. I'm over there, trying to get involved, trying to help as much as possible, talk and build relationships with the models, the leads as well, and that was it, They started inviting me back. And so now, I do hair for Louis Vuitton, Ami, and Dries Van Noten. Funny enough, I'm supposed to be in Paris right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're here with me.
But I'm here with you because I decided to stay with you here. So it's not always, flowers and cotton candy, you know what I mean? So this week is Women's Fashion Week. And there was two brands that asked me to come, Casablanca and Vêtements on Friday. And I really wanted to go. And I have a class on Sunday. There's a lot of things that's happening. Right now, our brand is growing. I hired a fractional CMO. We're hiring new people. And so I had to also make a decision on what's important right now, right? As much as I would love to go and work for these new brands that I've never worked for, I just am deciding to stay here and just focus on
the brand
and the business. Yeah.
One thing you told me very inspiring last time in Santiago is that it's important sometimes to direct, right?
Yeah.
Your energy and give up whatever you have to give up.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to say no and focus on the right things.
Which is very hard because last year I was on tour with Nas, right? I was in Italy as well. I went to Bari, which I love, by the way.
Bari is cool.
Right?
I mean, cool is Bari. Bari is Bari. It's beautiful.
I was in Dublin, right? So I was on tour with Nas. And they came back home and I was supposed to go on tour with him again. And at that time, there were so many classes happening here. I was building the business and I had to make a decision, As much as it's cool to be on tour with one of the best rappers of all time, right? I decided to stay here and just focus on the business. But I could say that because I've also done those things. If I've never gotten that opportunity, then of course it would have been very hard for me to say no, right?
Clearly, it's when you have that kind of opportunity.
Of course, you don't want to say no, right? And so it is tough. It is definitely tough to kind of go through that and decide when to say no, when to say yes. And I think maybe because I've done so many things, and then I see people like yourself. Honestly, I see people like our close friends who are barbers who are successful, and where they're taking this. I come from the world of, you know, just barbershop, no Instagram. We didn't have Instagram, you know, we didn't have Facebook, you know, makes me sound like a dinosaur, but you know what I mean? So it was just focused on the barbershop, and that was it. But then seeing people like you who's taking it to the next level, it's very inspiring. And that takes a lot of dedication and consistency. And to do that, you do have to give up a lot of things, as you know, right? When I spoke to you a couple of days ago, you're like, you're tired and you want to eat, we ate Chinese food. And like, I still got to go home and get my content ready for tomorrow. A lot of people don't think like that, right? So it's a lot of sacrifices that we have to make. And it is subconsciously even saying yes or no. And we have to battle that, because once you get to this point, there's going to be a lot of opportunities coming our way. And it's us to say yes or no at that point.
Yeah, and I appreciate you seeing the effort.
Yeah.
And sometimes my problem is, I mean, I would like to learn from you these kind of things, because my problem is I cannot say no. Mm-hmm. And I end up having this full agenda, and I cannot answer my messages. And I'm always constantly traveling, and I'm like doing 2,000 things because everybody's asking me to do it. And I'm like, yes, let's do it. I want to take this opportunity. Yeah. Somehow opportunistic, not in a negative way, right?
Yeah.
Like, I want to take the opportunity. Yeah. Could I say that? Opportunistic.
Of course.
In that sense, not like I take advantage of people.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to take them all, and then I just find myself very overwhelmed, and then I don't know, I have to launch a product line, and it takes me 2 years instead of 6 months because I go behind schedule. But no complaints. I'm happy. Just I need to focus a bit more. And
I think that's just you growing as any human would, and understanding throughout their journey of when it's too much. And because as I'm saying this to you, and I'm looking at my shirts, and I'm like, I want to drop like 4 different shirts this year. I wanted to.
You do really cool designs. How'd you do that shit? Sorry. But like that's the thing I don't get, because me, I think I'm okay cutting hair, okay?
Right.
But certain things I'm so fucking limited. Like, you know, and I'm like, I see all of this, and I'm like, how'd you take it out your brain? Like, how does it come to you to make a logo like that on the t-shirt? Like, or why certain color? Why like? I struggle with that stuff.
Right.
I lack on that.
I think you do, but then someone else could look at you and be like, damn, his grays, his yellows, his whites that he uses for his branding looks so cool. You get what I'm saying to you? So like, I think this is just my aesthetics, and I feel like this is what represents me and the brand. And thankfully I've gotten a lot of people that really like appreciate it. Right?
Yeah, me, I'm a big fan.
But I look at your stuff, I told you the other day, I said, your content and how it's displayed now looks so good. And so I think that whatever we think is like true to us, I think we just have to stick with it and roll with it, you know? And people will really, believe in that as well.
Yeah, do you know what? I had this conversation with a group of friends. I'll make you maybe laugh. So I didn't want to call the brand Amighetti.
Right.
Okay? I knew I wanted to do this brand, but I didn't want to call it Amighetti.
Yeah.
And the reason is I thought, if I call it Amighetti with my name, people won't buy in it, because, you have to somehow be related to me, my name. It's kind of patronizing.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to do it. And I actually took some sort of classes with a brand expert, Italian lady that was living in Estonia, a genius. We've done analysis, psychology analysis behind my thoughts process of the brand and where we want to get, like some serious stuff, okay?
Yeah.
Very nice. And bro, the only thing was coming up was Amighetti, my name, my personal brand.
Yeah.
Like everybody was telling me, I was like, oh. And I had this group of friends that I decided, I say, I'm gonna call it Amighetti. I decided, fuck that, okay? It's what I'm supposed to do, I have to stop to be ashamed about it.
Yeah.
All right. And my friends are Amighetti Italians. Because I think for outside Italy, Amighetti sounds particular somehow.
It sounds amazing.
Sounds amazing. But my Italian friends, they go, Amighetti, what's Amighetti? That's a fucking, what the fuck is Amighetti? I was like, bro, it's just the way you perceive a brand. What's Dolce & Gabbana? In Italian, Dolce & Gabbana sounds a bit weird. Now, I tell you like as a word, means sweet and Gabbana. There are two surnames anyway.
Yeah.
Or what's Armani? What's the difference, Armani or Amighetti? What's the difference, right? What's the difference between, I don't know, Versace?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were like, no, but come on, Versace, Amighetti, right?
Yeah.
And we were taking like brands, big brands, fashion brands, and compare it to my name, and they were kind of Amighetti. And I feel like I asked the same people, and they were like, no, it sounds cool, Amighetti. So their perception now is different from back then, because I didn't, well, I did as well, but me, James, and all the people behind Enrico, which I never mentioned, but if I could do a little statue of Enrico, I would pray Enrico in the morning as well, because the guy has been working with me since day one.
Okay.
We've been working on it, and we've been pushing it hard, and things are being perceived better. So yeah, of course, I believe that you have to push your brand. Did you have anyone not believing in the brand in the beginning? Can you recall that?
I don't think so. You know why? Because I feel like once you're older, you just know what you want. And maybe when you're younger, right? Like when I wanted to go to fashion school when I was younger, they're like, fashion school? What? For what? How are you gonna make money? What would you do, right? Hair school. So in my culture, funny enough, to be a barber is actually one of the lowest like things that you can do as a human being in my culture. Back home, long time ago, it's not respected as all, right? It's like if you're barber because
you're scum.
You're scum. You're dumb. That's why you're a barber. You have nothing else going on in your life. You know?
I talk about this in my courses sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, it's great. That's great, right? But tell me more about it, because I want to know what do you tell people?
So I have this presentation that I used a couple of times that it starts with "Barbers are stupid." This big fucking, I start, welcome everyone, welcome to the show. Really happy to have you here, but let's take a serious topic on poop, and I put the slide, barbers are stupid. I make this big statement, and I stay silent, and I look at them, and everybody just starts to stress out, because the fuck is he doing? And I go, some people start laughing, like,
Yeah.
and then I go through all the actual, the intelligence that actually is behind what we do and what we say, and I, for instance, highlight the COVID time and how when we reopened, we had big queues, right? And we are like so stupid, so pointless, and there's all these stories of, because if you think about it, when I started as well in Italy, my family was like, no man, hairdresser, barber, that's a terrible job. You're not gonna make money. You're gonna stand up all day.
Yeah.
That's not good. You have to be a doctor. You have to be a doctor, a lawyer. Why you don't try chemistry? Because you can still go to the uni after. You know, Andrea, go do chemistry.
Yeah.
You know, it was always like that. And everywhere I go, I hear the same story. You go South America, you speak to Emma, he tells you the story when he started cutting hair, same thing.
Yeah.
You come here, you tell me, hey, it was like low life. In Sri Lanka, it's considered terrible. And you go, anywhere I go, everybody has the same story.
Right.
So I take a controversial topic, and then I explain how in fact we are very intelligent.
Yeah.
We just don't conform with the intelligence of the academics that they teach us.
Right.
right? Normally is considered intelligent someone that is a mathematician.
Right.
But I find a mathematician stupid in certain aspects of his life.
Of course.
For instance, emotional intelligence, or for instance, social intelligence. I think you are socially intelligent. Right. That's why you could achieve some things just by being nice and getting to know people.
Right.
That's social intelligence. That's why when I'm in my barbershop, I know how to behave because I'm socially intelligent. I'm not socially awkward.
Right.
Right? That's a type of intelligence. And my point that finally was like, if we're so stupid, why the hell, when they reopened in COVID, there was queue nowhere else but us, right? Because in the end, we give people identity. And when we give people identity, we make them someone.
Right.
It's a fact. We are giving status to people. So
wow.
A stupid dumbass can just give identity to people? I don't think so. You give identity because you are someone that has the intelligence to understand what fits you. And that's, thank you. No, but
I need that part right there, James. Vertically shot, 9x16 story.
But I have one more question for you.
Okay.
You say you were touring. I actually didn't know that.
Okay.
You know? Can I be like brutally honest?
Of course. You said I was a mysterious man, so.
Yeah, I feel like there's such a mystery like around you.
Yeah.
And today I'm like breaking that mystery and find out stuff like this.
Right.
So tell us about this touring. How was it? How did you feel about it? But also something funny, like it must be quite unique, right? Or you think it's overhyped?
I think it's very interesting for sure. Like I've been on tour with Nas. I've also been on tour, like living at the Four Seasons with Drake, you know? And completely different experiences, you know, like you're just basically there to cut one artist, and they might get a haircut like every 3 days, and the other time you're kind of just like hanging out, right? But you're getting paid to be on call. And so it could be very interesting because let's say if you're traveling, you got to figure out how to like make use of your time and keep busy, because I want to keep busy, right? So I'm going for like jogs. I'm, you know, I was also, even when I was there, I was doing work for Gradient, right? Just because I wanted to make sure that I'm being productive. And it could be a little bit boring, I would say, just because but then you're going on tour. When they're doing shows, you're going on the shows with them. And you're backstage and want to make sure their hair is right. So it could be very interesting at the same time. So I wouldn't say it's boring. I just think it's it's quite different from like what we're used to day to day.
So if I got it right, the thing that kind of leave you like in this way, like talking about it in this way, is the service.
Yeah.
You're still serving and you have to be like ready for action.
Yeah.
So there's less freedom.
Well, you're only there, I mean, for that time. If they're asking you for a haircut, you do it, right? Or when you're going, backstage to fix, before they're going on stage, you want to make sure that they're well groomed, everything looks good and whatnot. So it can be very, very exciting at the time, but it could be overwhelming when you have to do it night in, night out, right? Like I have good friends who are barbers to some of the biggest celebrities and they're on tour all the time. I don't think I could be that person, right? Because it could be very like demanding, I would say. And I also just want to be an artist taking care of my dreams.
Yes, I understand. Completely.
So it's difficult when you're working under someone and you're kind of like on their time.
Understood. That's actually one of the reasons why I'm doing all of this is the freedom.
Right.
I'm actually so people sometimes don't understand this. I'm working more than before.
Of course.
Way more.
Yeah.
There's no time. Before used to be my barbershop. I do my 10 hours more likely. I do my 10 hours, but then I'm free.
Yeah.
I go, I can have a drink, I can go to the gym. Now it's like constantly, I'm on holiday and we go to the beach and I'm already, I need to do some, oh, my girlfriend knows. I told her, you want like, you want me busy, you want like me to do well, you need to accept this part of our life. So pick the call, I'm on the beach walking up and down, I walk a lot when I talk. So you work more, but I have the freedom of choosing when, how, and in which way, and that is priceless.
I agree.
Priceless.
But the thing is, a lot of people don't understand how much work is actually involved. They only see the Instagrams. I know people say this all the time, but they only see the Instagram. They see, you know, the glamorous life, but the work that is put on behind, you know, is just, it's crazy how much time we actually put into our craft, right? With the filming, the editing, the teaching, the traveling, building the business, hiring the people. It's definitely not for everybody, I would say, because it does take a lot of mental capacity and a lot of challenges, right? You have to go through a lot of challenges.
Yes, and a lot of risk.
Yeah, a lot of risk.
Because nothing is, let's say tomorrow I break a leg, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
You know, now I'm thinking about something physical, but it could be a lot of problems of different type, right? Physical, let's say, I think is more relatable.
Right.
Because even if you break a leg in the barbershop, you get an issue. But yeah, there's a lot of things going on. That's, you know what makes me laugh sometimes? Laugh, like smile.
Right.
When I go back to my shop and I see my old clients, they obviously throw a joke, but you know, we say by joking, joke, you say the truth.
Yeah.
In Italian, we say
I know exactly what you're saying.
How would you say it in English?
I don't know how you say it, but like, I know what you mean.
And I go in, they go, good life, I want to be like you. You never work, you're always on holidays now, huh? You don't cut hair anymore. And I'm like, man, I'm working, I'm not on holiday.
Yeah.
But because they see the picture on Instagram and they go, oh. Sometimes I go ask, oh, that was a good one in Italy, because I feel with Italians I have the deepest connections.
Okay.
Since it's my country, it's my language.
Right.
And I think they look up to me a lot.
Okay.
And I'm very proud of that, because it's still my people.
Of course.
So they ask me, what's your work-life balance? And then when they ask me that, my answer is always, none.
What is that?
I don't have a work-life balance. My life is my job. My work is my life. There's no middle ground.
No, it's just a mixture of two.
Yeah.
But you like it this way because you love what you do and it's part of your lifestyle.
And also because I don't know how to say sit.
Right.
For plenty of reasons. I think we share the same issue.
Okay.
Not doing anything does make us think a lot.
I think we share the same superpower.
Superpower, yeah, let's call it superpower. And it makes you think a lot, and somehow we don't like that. We need to keep busy and do stuff. Yeah. Because that gives us a lot of fulfillment.
Yeah.
And that's great, I'm happy, grateful about this some sort of curse sometimes as well. Because you need to always, but it leads to beautiful results.
I agree.
So I'm not big into music.
You're not?
No.
What do you listen to?
I listen a bit of everything, but my music is, I don't like commercial music.
Yeah.
I always like music that nobody likes.
Okay.
I noticed that in my life. I like heavy techno, even if I don't like clubs.
Okay.
Like really heavy techno, like very heavy.
Like tech house or techno full time? Because I listen to deep
hardcore
house.
techno.
Okay.
Like stuff that people cannot listen to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
I listen to a lot of Latino music, that for sure, because of my missus. Cumbia, that's all like popular Latino music. A lot of Italian stuff now lately I like to listen to. But yeah, let me get to that question that I want to ask you. So how it is to be cutting big artists' hair? Like Drake, yeah? You're from Toronto.
Yeah.
Drake, I guess, is like the most famous artist in Toronto, one of the most famous.
Yeah.
Well, Justin Bieber is from Toronto as well.
We're very proud to say that some of the biggest artists right now are from Toronto. We got Drake, we got The Weeknd,
Oh, yes.
and we got Justin Bieber, and there's probably a bit more, you know?
Oh, for sure. There's
Yeah.
way more.
Yeah.
But so, Drake, just explain to me. It's not gonna be like, oh, I need a haircut. Hello, Thad. Hi, nice to meet you. You wanna come and get me a haircut? I got a tour to do.
Yeah.
How did it happen, and how did you feel?
Remember when I told you the power of building relationships?
Fuck, man. Mysterious as hell.
So that's what it was, you know. J-Max is barber,
Okay.
and he's a good friend of mine now. And at the time, J-Mac was having a baby, and he needed someone to fill in. And you know, we have this thing called OVO Fest that happens religiously every year. It hasn't happened in a long time, but it is happening this year. I just purchased my tickets today, actually. It's funny enough you asked me what Drake.
Okay.
So it was, I think, 2015, something like that, 2016. He was having his baby, and so I had to fill in for him. And so, you know, I lived at the Four Seasons, and I was cutting Drake while he was getting this big concert ready. And it invites some of the biggest artists to come out as well. So it's like a big concert. And so, yeah, cutting Drake was great. He had like a mini afro, so it was like more of like a very low taper on the sides and the back, and then just very sharp outline. Very, you know, very cool guy. You know, it was, we spoke a lot about like sports, you know, us being basketball fans, you know, him being a Raptors fan. You know, at the time I was even telling him Oklahoma is my favorite team, and this year Oklahoma won finally. So we talk a lot about like sports, you know, music, whatnot. And then recently I went, you know, not recently, but maybe a year ago, I went to his mansion as well to, you know, while he has braids, to give him a lineup. So
So you still go and serve?
it's been a while, right? It's been a while for sure. His barber has been his barber for the last 13 years.
Okay.
So, you know, they just finished tour, you know, so J-Mac has been cutting him religiously. But I stepped in to help out. You know, I've cut J Balvin as well in Paris.
No way.
Yeah. Again, through a friend, you know, J Balvin.
He's really good, J Balvin.
Yeah, and he is one of the nicest people.
Generally Latino. I have a thing for South Americans.
Okay.
I really have a thing.
Okay.
Well, you know, Gabriela. But generally speaking, I get on a lot with. So I feel you. I understand why you would think that.
But yeah, you know, obviously, you know, you want to be professional. So, you know, I keep it very professional when I cut artists, because at the end of the day, you know, they're looking for someone to really give them a good haircut, good service. And, you know, it's important not to go, you know, beyond that. And what I mean by that is, like, they don't really, you know, some artists don't want you to be a fanboy, you know?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, they want to feel relaxed and trust, you know, your craft. And so
they don't want to be annoyed.
Yeah, they don't want to, you know.
They just want to have a nice conversation.
There's some people, they're like, great. You know, J Balvin's one of them. It's like, bro, let's take a photo. Like, he jokes a lot, you know. He's great like that, you know. Nas is a little bit more like low-key, quiet, mellow, but he loves, the first time I cut him, he's like, and I'm being dead serious with this. It happened with J Balvin and with Nas. When I cut J Balvin the first time, he was like, I need a haircut right before I leave. I cut his hair. Within 36 hours, I cut him twice.
Oh, wow.
Within 36 hours, I cut him. And he's like, listen, have you ever thought about moving to New York? He wanted me to move out to start cutting his hair. Nas, I cut him in Montreal. He's like, bro, can you come to the US? I need you to start cutting me, right? Again, I'm over here. I'm building my own empire, right? So I you know, I had to say no to that, but it's such a cool feeling knowing that, like, these bigs,
you are wanted like that.
You're wanted like that, you know. So
don't you feel the pressure?
Yeah, I felt pressure, especially with people. Yeah, at first, you know, with when you feel like that, you know, because you're like, oh my gosh, like these are some of my favorite people, Drake especially. But when you start building a relationship with them, it just becomes easier because at the end of the day, they're people just like you, right? So and I've gotten the opportunity, you know, over the years to cut, you know, people like Big Sean. Like I've been cutting a lot of like rappers. So throughout the years, it's been a journey, but my confidence also grew, and now I'm able to cut, you know, both long hair, short hair, Afro texture, whatnot. So that's what I'm very proud of. I've always wanted it to be a
360
barber.
degrees.
Exactly. So that's what I'm focusing on right now. Giving back, you know, I want to teach as many people as possible, and we have our academy, so that's what we're teaching.
You smash it for real. Every time I listen to you, and you're full of new things. I never you never told me all of this. I mean, I understand that someone goes, "Hi, nice to meet you. I cut Drake's hair once." You know what I mean? Yeah. Nobody comes to you like that. But still, there's so much stuff that you don't tell me about. Sometimes I'm like, why?
I guess we never got the chance. Every time we have great conversations though. And we do talk about like really important things, and I think that's why we get along so well, right?
True.
Because we actually could connect on so many different levels, not just cutting hair.
I completely agree, and I was really looking forward to see you when we came over.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we could make this happen.
And we will see each other in about 28 days in Greece.
Yes. How you feel about that?
It's my first time in Greece.
That's okay.
Right? I'm very excited to be on stage and with Alex. Actually, I'm on stage with Alex. So I'm
not gonna miss that out.
Yeah.
I'll be. Yeah.
It's going to be fun. It's gonna, it's always a great time working with like-minded individuals like yourself. So I think it's gonna be. And I don't travel as much anymore. I try to just stay and focus on the business. So I do now pick and choose where I go. Yeah.
But I am not doing. It's not my show this year.
Okay.
It's not me.
What do you
so
mean?
they paint it like I'm the show, but it's not me the show. The show is Telemachos, which is my friend.
Okay.
And they wanted me to help him out, to promote him. And I said, of course, because they helped me out to be there at first. So I'm actually going, I'm not getting any retribution. So just to make it clear, I'm going it as full support for a friend.
So you're not actually cutting or anything on stage?
I will do something, but my aim is not Andrea Amighetti is doing a show like I did the first year.
Okay.
This is purely giving back to the people that they helped me this year in Greece.
That's amazing, bro.
Yeah, I just wanted to make him a gift because they're fantastic.
Okay.
Him, his wife. You're gonna know them. You're gonna have to meet them. Alexi know them already, so you're gonna see them. But for sure, they're gonna come. They're very passionate about hair.
Okay.
They got beautiful salons in Crete. They're Cretans, and they're really lovely people.
How long have you been doing YouTube now?
YouTube is about since James. So I started YouTube long time ago.
Okay.
Like 2-3 years ago, just as a form of, let me upload something. I started uploading like a clipper bottle. And it went very good. I should have kept going back then. I was making like 30,000 views with a video. I wasn't even monetizing back then. And then for a period, I started to do vlogging with my phone. I was doing all by myself with my phone. I would just take my phone.
Horizontally?
Yeah, I would be like, okay, we arrived. Actually, I'll go one vlog in Canada.
Okay.
Here in Montreal.
Cool.
The first time I came.
Oh my gosh.
Look like a kid.
Yeah.
What's happening, people? I'm in Montreal. I'm here with Adam. Today we got our first day class. Put a tripod and film my haircuts, and then take some shots and be like, this is what we did, and put it online. And I should have actually kept going, but I didn't see the return.
Yeah.
I saw that there wasn't so many people watching at that.
Yeah.
And so I just focused fully on Instagram and I let it go. Then when James came into the picture, which is basically doing a bit of everything. It's hard to explain because he looks after, basically helps me with everything.
Everything, yep.
Literally.
Yeah.
So one thing, he's not a videographer, right? That's not his profession. But one thing he said, we need to bring a better image on the brand, and the way we can do that is through YouTube, longer form content, higher quality, and so on. So he kind of made himself a videographer to lead many other things into the business, right? Amazing. So that was the actual goal. But yeah, that's how we started YouTube. At the moment, we're not posting as much. It's once every 2 weeks. Okay. Because hey, guess what? It's just me, him. Enrico does other things, so we have enough stuff going on. Okay. The idea is one day, since we are monetizing now, is very little, but still enough to be like proud of it. Yeah. To start posting very often, because we don't miss the content. Like we have enough stuff going on to make content twice a week.
Of course. How many followers do you have, subscribers do you have now?
17, yeah, almost 18K.
Wow.
It's okay.
It's great.
I'm very proud of my YouTube following. Yeah. Even if it's small, it's really nice. And I monetize more than any other platform.
Okay, yeah.
Even because Instagram doesn't pay me. TikTok is registered in Italy. Yeah. So I'm not part of the monetization program. Okay. And I cannot change that. So, whatever. YouTube pays me, so it's fun. I like it, and also I think that all the biggest fans, like all the people that really love what I do, they watch YouTube. So even if it's 1,000 people, let's say, that watched my video, not even 200 people watched my video, I know these 200 people really enjoy my stuff.
Got you.
So it's different type of views, but the value, it's way higher.
Got you. Cool.
So yeah, now we're doing mostly vlogs, this kind of meetings with people that I like and friends in the industry, let's say, and a clipper comparison. I'm doing, this is a new thing which we're gonna keep doing because I really enjoy comparing clippers. And yeah, it's called the Titans Fights. That's how I called it when I started, Titans Fights.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so we didn't want to change the name.
Very cool. What's your favorite clipper right now?
I don't have a favorite clipper.
Okay.
I like the fact that I can try them all. I could find perks and bad things on every clipper. I think that the industry is going so like high in levels that I just know the good ones. Makes sense?
What are you using right now?
So this trip I brought the JRL Lamborghini, but because I think people really get impressed by it. Okay. Yeah. Normally I travel with Gamma. Okay. And I do events with Gamma.
Okay. Gamma clippers.
Yes. I really like Gamma. They're Italians. I know them personally. They're from Brescia, which is near my house. A 1 hour drive, 1 hour and a half. But still close, and we have very good relationship. Okay. I find Gamma clippers the sharpest on the market. There's some things that we can definitely discuss on the Gamma clippers, but definitely the way it cuts, I really like it. Cool. So I have this luck of working with Chris & Son UK, which is I'm ambassador of. Cool. So they send me all this clipper. And I have all this choice. Another company that I will start to work with is Fresha. We've been talking long time, and I tried them for the store in Switzerland. Okay. And I really like the booking system. Yeah. It made our life easier, big time. And I love the fact that you pay directly from the app, the wallet that they have. You just send the money, and then you have all the statistics. So it's really cool. I like the company. It's based in London. I know the CEO. Yeah. It feels very personal. So yeah, I really enjoy that. So you working with them as well?
Yeah, I'm working with them as well. And like that's one thing that I feel like is very important. Like get to know and build a relationship with the CEO as well, right? So, you know, so that's...
Man of relationships.
Yeah, exactly. Relationships. Back at it again. So I think that's great. You know, they've been on the come up with like really working with some great barbers.
Oh yeah,
And
Alexi as well now
Alex-
is dealing with them. Sam, which is top guy.
Yeah, Sam. Yeah, you know,
Sick.
another stud in the game. And yeah, like they're really trying to make some noise, and you know, over here, North America, we're trying to make some noise, and it's just great. Like, yeah, I think they have the branding on point, and you know, we teach a mentorship program, and so the mentorship program is anybody that's taken our academy courses, and then that's really to help with their social media and whatnot. And so, you know, using Fresha to now actually book clients has been very simple as well. So like that's pretty much how we, you know, what we teach our barbers who are taking the mentorship program, using, you know, their social media platform to build their content and then getting clients booked on social media as well, right? So it's been like a very easy way of integrating it into our business as well. So yeah, you know, love the company. Been working with them for the last 5 months or so. So yeah, and now you're jumping on board. So that's very cool.
Fresha family.
Fresha family.
All together. We should actually go all together for a dinner.
Yeah.
It would be really cool.
And you know what's interesting? You know where they found me first? Salon International.
No way. That time we went on
Yes.
with Gradient.
Yes.
That was a sick event, bro. You made like actually
Yeah.
you brought up a memory. Like now I'm here with Hugo.
Yes.
A few months ago I was with Alexi.
With Alexi, yeah.
And I met them all through you. Because
Cool.
you sent me a message. Because we didn't know each other either.
No, we didn't. And what's very cool is that I sent you a message before saying, hey, I love your work. I love your social media. I remember sending me that. And then you're like, bro, like I've been following you. Like I love your work, you know? And ever since then, we've kind of like had this mutual respect for each other. And I invited 17 of my favorite barbers all over the world to come to Salon International in London and cut under the booth, and which, you know, that was such a cool thing that I did. I would love to do it again, and so obviously I had to get you to come down because I do believe that you're one of the best and most talented. And that was just an experience, right? Like we had all of these different barbers under one roof. I think we made the most noise.
Wow. Yes.
Right? And yes, so you got to meet Hugo, Alexi, you know, there were so many. Bulu, right? Dean came out. Sam was supposed to come out as well.
Oh, yeah.
He was busy teaching, I think, in like Spain or Barcelona. But
Okay.
And what's cool is that, you know, we didn't really know each other, but because we had
The mutual respect.
you're like, Thad, of course I would come, you know? And that was very cool to have all of these barbers who really like respected the brand and came up, man. Like I'll never forget that, you know?
Tell me the truth. You were like the cool kid in high school. I can picture you.
No, I wasn't.
No, yeah.
I'm the cool kid now.
You are. Man, thank you for this chit chat.
Of course, bro.
It was really like a wish, a desire of mine to have a talk with you.
Of course.
Forget about the content, YouTube. Like I'm serious.
Yeah.
It was
And I
really
actually-
a desire to talk to you, and
Yeah.
because I think you're full of experience and got so much to learn from you.
Bro, I really wanted you to come and see the space. You know?
Fantastic.
So I'm
Bro,
very
this
happy
is-
that you came down and, you know, got to try some Sri Lankan food.
To be honest, I'm gonna eat
I know you
the
are.
rest
I
now.
know.
I'm
I know.
waiting.
That's why you're trying
desperately.
That's why
I'm
you're
like,
trying to finish this up right now, so you can go back and eat. So like, let's finish this up.
We're gonna go now, finish our food. But thanks again.
Thank you,
Come
bro.
here. Oh, and by the way, I need to. Hey, I'm waiting for something from you.
I know you are.
Yeah. Okay.
Grab a
okay.
shirt. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
come
please.
On. Come on. What size is this? All right. How does it look? Good fit? Thank you so much, YouTube, for watching this beautiful episode with Thad, this big friend, big inspiration. I hope we brought you some inspiration too. It's super late now, so we're gonna go finish the Sri Lankan food, and tomorrow we are flying back to London. Still have to do the check-in actually for the flight. And yeah, guys, I'll see you the next episode, and don't forget to give us in a comment below what you want to see next from us, because again, we make all this content always for you to to watch it. So your opinion matters more than anything. I'll see you the next one. Ciao.